Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. If my peers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about the 14th Amendment and January 6th, the electoral certification by Congress, and see if maybe someone's going to bring up something that possibly could initiate the movement towards the January 14th, move the movement towards Amendment 14, Section 3. So we're going to talk about that in today's video. I want to say thank you all you guys who have donated, who have participated, who are engaged with the content, whether you're liking, you're subscribing, whether you're commenting, whatever it is. I want to say thank you. I really appreciate all of you guys, especially all the hard work and effort that we have put into last year. I look forward to what we're going to do this year. So Happy New Year to all of you. And if you're back, welcome back to the new year. So there's a lot for us to go on to and go over. So we're going to do a whole bunch of reading today. Hopefully we'll be able to see a couple of them over the next couple of days. Don't to like, subscribe, with the bell icon. The more you engage with the content, not only will you see mine, but you also see other psychic tarot readers as well. Plus, you'll also be notified when I do upload, especially if you have to hit that little bell icon. And if you feel like YouTube is not notifying you, don't worry, you have a solution. Go into the description below or in the comment section below and follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group, and I will personally notify you when I do upload next. Plus, you have a direct line to me, so you can ask me any questions if you need. But anyway, guys, let's begin. I don't want to waste your time. Let's just skip the whole intro. We're just going to go head on in. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to talk about the 14th Amendment. Now, give you a little update on the 14th Amendment, Section 3. I've gotten in past reading that it's kind of weak and it's not likely to happen or take place. It looks like it doesn't really get initiated the way that you would think it gets initiated. It's kind of a weakened bill by now. Well, I'll put a link in the description below to that video if you want to go watch the other videos on how and what the ways there for, let's see. Let me just look up the name, because I feel like if I tell you the name of the video, so just say you want to just wait and just go right to that video, I highly recommend you go and do so. Let me just go and pull up the name for you. Okay, so the video that I talked about is, where is it? I believe it's What Will Biden Do? What Path Will Biden and Harris Take 2024 Election? Tarot Reading Psychic. That is the video to that. And then there's also two videos before that one. It's called NATO. Will NATO use Article 5? Will NATO intervene in the U.S. presidency? Tarot reading. So those two are very essential. I think that you definitely should watch both of them if you kind of want to better understand what this video in particular is talking about today. So there's a little side note. Anyway, let's begin. Let's see what happened. Let's see if the cards in the energy changed or shifted. Let's go and take a look. All right, Spirits and Angels, tell me about the 14th Amendment, Section 3. Well, a congressman or a congresswoman or a senator call for a motion to initiate or start the movement for the 14th Amendment, Section 3 against Trump for a possible, quote, insurrection. Again, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for life purposes only as well. I gotta be very careful what I say because it is YouTube. Legacy media is controlling the narrative. Alright, so Spirits and Angels, tell me, will a congresswoman, a congressman, or a senator call for a motion for the 14th Amendment, Section 3 to be enacted against former President Trump? So tell me to read these cards and then go from there. So I guess that's what we're going to do. The first card here is we have the Seven of Pentacles reverse. Seven of Pentacles reverse. We have the King of Wands upright, which is kind of like more my conservative card. This is like a Republican sitting in the White House or sitting in a chair. When it's upright, it means they are in control, they are in power. Right? So they're sitting upright. Now, the problem is if they initiate the 14th Amendment, Section 3, that doesn't give Vice President Harris the vote. It gives it to J.D. Vance, who will become the President of the United States. And this card kind of gives me his energy. Like, his energy is represented in the King of Wands. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops, I really miscalculated. There's 6 of Swords reversed. And Six of Swords reversed is telling me here there's trouble that will be heading towards this specific leadership. Doesn't mean it's JD Vance, but heading towards the leadership, the Trump Vance leadership and administration within that. There's trouble that will be heading revolving around the White House. So, in essence, will the 14th Amendment Section 3 be called? The question is likely. It does look like that's going to be a possibility. And we have the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess in reverse is telling me there is evidence. I don't know if it's going to be strong enough evidence. It's what it feels like. It's not strong enough evidence to call it into motion. But there will be a Knight of Cups, and this is the transfer of power here. This is the Biden going in forward with the cup, going in for the win. But it's almost like a transfer of information. The transfer has happened. But it's the Five of Pentacles reverse, which tell me there's not exactly a loss for the administration. So the incoming administration, there's not exactly a loss. Here we have it, the Five of Swords reverse. I don't think they're gonna walk away from that. I mean, hold on, excuse me. I think they're gonna walk away from that because it feels like to me they're completely fine. They are completely fine. Like this doesn't phase them. It's what I meant. When I say walk away, I mean like it does not affect them the way that the 14th Amendment was designed to affect them. It doesn't work. It's something like it's a dead bill or a zombie bill. Like it just doesn't work anymore. We have the King of Cups reverse, right? Troubled water. This is Biden moving in to transfer the power over to the next president, which would be the conservative card. This is why the Biden card is reversed and the transfer of power begins here. We have here, regardless of what happened on January 6th with the Six of Wands, it doesn't necessarily matter because it doesn't lead to a loss for the incoming administration. And here we have it, the Hierophant reverse. But it does cast a doubt of illegitimacy among the presidency because of a possible stolen or a possibility that it was robbed. But okay, so there's two scenarios I'm seeing here. If there are a group of Americans feel like Trump took it from Harris, if you know what I mean. The other half feels like he shouldn't have been president. He should have been on the ballot in the first place, and that in a way, it was robbed. Hello, Ma. Hi guys, welcome. So this is part 2 of today's video. The first part was me talking about the Amendment 14, Section 3. In this video, and technically the second video, which is part 2 of the video that's been joined together, we're going to start talking about January 6th. In the previous video as well, I had just seen the energy start shifting. It was pretty much at one point just considered nothing was major was going to happen. And now we're starting to see some activity. We have just entered into Mars into Cancer today, which brings up a lot of a pent energy that we haven't really seen. And today is the start of it. So we might start to see that. We might have to focus on Donald Trump in the news cycle because he himself will be affected by this. This specific part of the video today is being recorded on January 6th at 12:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. When I was recording the video, I went to press play just to start recording. I was like, oh, something changed in me. I forgot I shaved. I didn't even recognize myself on the camera. Anyway, besides the point, let's just continue. Again, everything in this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for entertainment purposes only. And everything in this video is alleged and only alleged. So let's just jump straight into it. I'm not going to waste your time. And then I do have another video to record. Alright. Oops. Okay. Let me pull back a little bit. I'm going to ask if there's anything else they need to tell us regarding the 14th Amendment Section 3, and then we're going to push them through the rest of this video. Let me just actually make sure we're recording. Yeah, we are. Okay, so Spirit Angels, tell me about Section 14. Yeah, I mean, Amendment 14, Section 3. Is there anything else that you want to tell us about that amendment? Or have we covered everything in part 1 of this video? Did we cover everything in this video already regarding the 14th Amendment? Okay, they're telling me in my right ear that I covered most of everything except one thing. So we have here the card that's being represented is the Knight of Cups here, which is walking through with the idea or the concept, the initiation, the first initiation of the bill or the amendment, which means that this is talking about its creation and its purpose and how it was designed to do and act in a very particular manner. So it is not really referring about like how they're going to initiate it, but instead it's talking about the initiation of the amendment and how it came into fruition in the first place. The historical significance behind it is what it's referring to. The card that aids it is the Truth card. Now, for me, the background with the mountain kind of tells me the popularity of the bill or of the amendment or anything like that. It's going on. It's on the upward trend here. It's on the upward trend. That's the thing that I'm focusing on here. There's an upward trend. But what is interesting, nonetheless, is that while I am being distracted by the trend going upwards, I'm also paying attention to what's in his hand. And to me, it looks like a diamond or like a stud, like something that goes in the earring that is always with you on your ear, but it's a stud. Now, why is this significant? Why is an earring in particular very significant in a specific tarot deck? Because when you look and think about the concept of an earring, which believe it or not, I have it, the concept of the earring is basically saying that, hey, listen, when you have it on your ear, um, oh, okay. So I'm going to tell you two things that it's telling me here. The first one, I'm going to continue with what I was saying. So the earring is saying that, okay, so you're always with you. As long as you have the earring on, it's always something that's going to be remain. So that means that you're always going to be listening with your ear with the earring on. So, nonetheless, as long as you have the earring on, you're hearing. That's what they're saying there. I don't know why that came through, but that's what just came through. But when I heard specifically, because of that word and sentence that I used, because of your earring, you're able to hear. What I'm seeing is like CIA, FBI. You know, like how they have those little coils and it goes inside the ear, or like a Secret Service, like that. So there's something here with Secret Service regarding the first initiation of the 14th Amendment, Section 3. Okay, that's a little weird thing to have because the Knight of Cups is talking about the first initiation of it, like how it was created, but there were no Secret Service that were created in the 1800s when this was founded. So it probably could be telling me here that, okay, well, listen, the Knight of Cups, because it's walking, this guy is walking, maybe it's talking about the first initiation and they're going to walk to use it on a bigger national scale, national level. That could further explain it. But what's still unexplainable is why the CIA, the FBI, and the Secret Service are involved in this matter. That's a little bit weird, if you ask me. We have here is followed by the I don't even know where these cards are coming. I'm just picking up random cards. I don't even know where I even got that from. It just happened to land in my hand. We have the the Five of Cups reverse. I just forgot to count for a second. So this is the Five of Cups reverse, which is normally a card that indicates loss, but in this aspect here, I'm not even focusing on the loss. I'm focusing on the bridge. The bridge. There's a bridge in the back, which I never actually, quite frankly, I'm oblivious. And I never even knew there was a bridge there. But the bridge is obvious here. So the bridge is reversed, which means that, okay, so we're talking about the 14th Amendment, Section 3, the first initiation of it. We're talking about a Secret Service or something with earring, and, as long as you have the earring on, you're always hearing, which means that, the 14th Amendment, you're always listening on 24/7, like around the clock surveillance. And then the Five of Cups reversed is telling me here that there is a bridge that is down. So hold on, that seems like a coded message. Because you know, like how Queen Elizabeth, who was like, oh, when she died, they were going to tell like reporters the London Bridge is down, the London Bridge is down, like that is the code word here. What does this mean? Why is the bridge here? But it feels like there's a coded message. We have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is reversed as well. Excuse me, the Ace of Cups is reversed. And what is this telling me? It's telling me don't focus on what you see in front of you, which is always these big pictures. You notice how we're not even focusing on what's in front of us, what's the big picture, what we see with our focal point. The focal point is what's behind behind. What do we see? We see a house in the background, or a castle or something, right? As you start to look closer, it's telling me here that there's something that goes to a stop. Like there's a bridge, there's something that goes in revolving around a house. Could be the White House, but probably not, because it is talking about the 14th Amendment, Section 3, with the possible raising of it. We do have here as well, I'm seeing the, now we start to focus in the center. Okay, they're telling me I have to focus on both. This is the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles here is very significant. But the Two of Pentacles here is talking about how, okay, so this person juggling, you know, there's too much weighing on one shoulder, but if I do this might happen, but if I don't do this would happen, and it just feels like this person doesn't know how to juggle. But in the background, we have, while this person is deciding and not really moving, right? They're tippy dancing, they're tapping and dancing and trying to like decide. This person's gliding their way through in the behind the scenes. Yeah, it may be wavy, but they're getting their way through and they're going to the destination while this person is being highly indecisive. There's some sort of indecision here. We have the Devil card. The Devil card in this particular aspect is talking about the restriction, the restraints. The restriction, the restraint. So we have the Knight of Cups, which talks about the initiation of it and bringing it henceforth, right, which is the Knight of Cups here. Then we have the reverse Fool card, what talks about the diamond all hearing, like you're hearing something, and then, or you're always like round the clock surveillance. Then you have here the bridge is down with the Five of Cups reversed. Then you have here, followed by the Ace of Wands reversed, which is the house. So the bridge is down regarding a house. Then you have here is followed by indecisiveness, indecision, and someone gliding through sneakily behind the scenes. Like almost like it kind of gives me the vibe of like the rabbit, or the rabbit and the tortoise and the race, and that it doesn't matter the pace you get there, it's who stays steady, right? The question is, we're about to find out who is on the wave and who is the one who's going to be indecisive. We're going to find that out. Who is rushing? Whoever rushes is probably going to be the one who loses. Right? We have here the Devil card, and this is talking about restrictions here. So there is a restriction of something, which is true because the 14th Amendment, Section 3, restricts the president or a government official from holding office. So that makes sense. That makes sense why the Devil card would show up. The card that will come up after that will be the Ace of Cups. I'm just picking up random cards. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just picking up random cards and they're just coming up as the story, and I'm just reading it to you. Everything I do is all intuitively done, so I don't even have to decide what exactly I'm doing. I don't know if you guys just saw like the other, like 5 seconds ago, as I was moving my hand, something shiny was here and it looked like a wedding ring. I'm not married, so I don't know why I saw that. Okay, maybe I'm crazy. Who knows? Alright, so we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups in particular is talking about this specific coin here. Or it's not feeling like a coin, it's feeling like a bread. Like it feels like bread, but it feels like that nasty stuff they give you at like a church. Like you know those little like thing where you have to go into communion and they pass around like the little pressed cardboard bread or whatever that is. Something that's definitely not edible, but you know you eat it because it's just serving. You've been sitting in church for like 5+ hours, and they give you a little bit of juice, but then you're like, I'm gonna take a couple of those and just like take them like shots. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, besides the point. This is what this little coin here is talking about here. This might be indicating something regarding religious or spiritual, particularly about the Pope. Remember I talked about everything regarding about the Pope and how that is very significant, and how I felt very certain and very almost like very confident he is going to meet the Pope. And lo and behold, 2 or 3 days later, he's announced publicly that he is meeting the Pope. So this is telling us the story here that yeah, there's something going on spiritual. And what is that? Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands this is like the woman card sitting on the bench. Right? But what is also interesting is, again, like I said, we don't focus on the big picture right now because it's telling me not to. It's telling me more sort of focused on the minor thing, the things that's going on and you're not really paying attention to. You're getting distracted by what's in front of you, but not what's around you, right? So we hear, and even though it's the Queen of Wands, what is significant is the Black Cat. And the Black Cat is a very spiritual thing, and I wish I had my little book for it. I really wish I had my book for the Black Cat. But I have it. But we're going to use my homemade tarot deck for this. And see if maybe we can get a clear understanding of what this Black Cat is. Because it is a very spiritual significance. And it's aided by the Ace of Cups reverse. So spiritual angels tell me about this black kitty cat. What do we need to know about the Black Cat and the Queen of Wands that comes after the reverse Ace of Pentacles? When we talk about what else we need to know about the 14th Amendment, Section 3. Tell me, Spirit. What do we need to know? Give me an answer. They told me to flip the deck. Okay. Give me an answer about the Black Cat. Oh, thank you. I love it when they tell me and then the card just flipped. Exactly where I need it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the black kitty cat is a politician who is not American. Well, actually, it might be American. It might be both. It could be multiple people, actually. But, this is around the world, and I think it makes sense now why I see both American and non-American, because it does say the word hello here, and it's being aided and followed by the blue card. So this is definitely a male card here. This particular is a male, so male from outside. So the cat is signifying a spiritual guidance male, not only from the United States, but also from outside of the national realm. Who may this be? Okay, so it's not foreign, so it's not from an otherworldly planet, so this is actually a physical human on planet Earth, which can make a lot of sense now. And who is this? We have youth. The Fountain of Youth. The Fountain of Youth. Where did they say the Fountain of Youth is found? Again, this is the card. You guys didn't get shown it before, but there's a Fountain of Youth, and I want to know where's the location that people believe in a mythological sense where the Fountain of Youth is supposedly supposed to be found. Where is the Fountain of Youth myth? Oh, I would expect it more of like South America. But no, apparently the Fountain of Youth is associated with the several places including St. Augustine, Florida, and Bimini. Was a Taino Indian legend about a spring on an island of Bimini that restores youth to those who bathe in its water. Florida. Why is Florida coming in here? It's a little weird to have something come out of Florida. Where is St. Augustine in Florida? St. Augustine, Florida. I don't know anything about Florida. I've been on maybe like once or twice. Okay, so that is near Orlando, I believe, if I'm correct. It's in Lincolnville, and it is. Where is it? Where is it located? So it's like northern part. It's near Jacksonville, really. It's actually near Jacksonville. Excuse me. It's not for Orlando, but it's near Jacksonville. Interesting. Interesting. I don't really know who this individual would be then, because it's saying it's not foreign, but it is human, but it also could be American. And this person has a lot of youth. I don't know who this individual is. I don't know who it is. I don't know. Because we have here feminine, masculine, yin and yang. This person is very well balanced, but this is also a male and female. I wonder if they're trans. And then we have here, community flag travel. This person definitely American. Because this is not from the outside world. So whoever is helping him spiritually, Oh. Oh shit. Excuse me. Um, so you know how I said it was near Jacksonville? Well, if you look at the map, Jacksonville is not too far away from Georgia. I think I know who it is. Spirit Angel tell me it's Jimmy Carter. It's this Jimmy Carter. It's just Jimmy Carter right now that you're referring to. This male that's in Florida near the Fountain of Youth. It's just Jimmy Carter. Okay, I think it is. We have it. We have believe. Believe. It's this is a feminine. This is a female thing, I think, right? That's the way it goes. So it looks like it's reversed. So again, I do the male. Right? So the female card is reversed, further clarifying it and saying the word believe, but it also saying the word bleed. I just realized that bleed in purple. Then we have here over the horizon, but it already went over the horizon. So it already happened. So I think it is telling me that this person, the spiritual guidance for Biden, is actually Jimmy Carter. What the hell? And we have on the bottom of the deck here, we have light blue. And the top of the deck here, for this, we have this person never experienced jail time. This person's a good person. So yeah, I think it definitely is Jimmy Carter in some way aiding Biden in that tick-tock or time. Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Definitely not what I expected. I guess if there's any consolation to why he died when he did, well, now hopefully it makes a little bit more sense here. But the final card, Spirit Angel, tell me, what card is needed for the 14th Amendment? What's the last message you want to share with us? To my right, this is my right. So is it this one here? So this one? They're telling me to take this card right here. We have here the justice, the scale of justice. So they tell me justice will be served. But I'm not so confident it's going to be through the 14th Amendment, though. But I think it's telling us the story and how Biden is aided in some way on what to do. Like, it's almost like a possession of something. Like, almost like Biden gets possessed. But he, like, gets possessed by maybe, like, a Jimmy Carter, and he does something that Jimmy Carter's done in the past. And, like, he lived out the legacy of Jimmy Carter. I don't know what that is. And I didn't really live through the Carter administration or Carter legacy. Like, I know exactly what he did. Like, he did the humanitarian stuff. But I'm talking about, like, something that he did by president is going to be significant because it's going to play a major role here. Has to do something with Jimmy Carter. And I'm also hearing Ford. Oh, don't tell me he's going to pardon Trump. Wait, no. Yeah, I hope not. That's not the right course of action. Or maybe he might use that as a way to say, hey, listen, we're not going to put you in jail, but you know what she did? You have to give up the presidency. He might use that as a bargaining tool. That could be something that I could see Biden doing, actually. That would make a lot of sense, and that would be the smart move. But if you're doing it just for the transitional piece, then no. But if you're using it as a bargaining tool to get the right thing, the right person in position to power, then yeah. Because, you know, Trump already said he was only running because, like, he wanted to save himself from criminal prosecution. So if Biden could provide that one thing that he really was seeking from the presidency, then he had no motive to become the president. In theory, if you know what I mean. Again, this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only as well. We are now going to talk about January 6th. The energies have been shifting, so I don't think I'm going to need to cover much. But we'll see. Because we are very much in the process here. Okay, Spirit Angel, tell me about January 6th, 2025 today. Or anything big happened today, or anything that we need to know that's going to happen today regarding the 2024 election, whether the electoral certification. I ask my guys to go right through me and to be able to channel any messages through me, as I am human and I do make mistakes. So please allow me to channel any information that is that I'm seeing and getting, and anything that you would like me to share. Thank you, and namaste, only good spirits only. Okay, so I'm hearing somebody just told me, like when I just did that, her name was Nadia. I don't know who that is. Nadia, so we're asking about the 2024 presidential election and January 6, 2025, today actually, with the electoral certification. Could you guide us through this? What are your experiences on this? Okay, so this person said that she was a political sci-fi major. Okay, so I assume you're dead, right? Because in order for you to go to college and get that type of degree, you need to be dead. Okay, so this person's saying that they're very much alive. So you're human then. How you have contact to me? Could I ask for a spirit, like an angel, or like a spirit guide? How do you have contact to me? Oh, you astral projection? Okay. Alright, so obviously I'm gonna have to send you away only because, well, you can actually, if you want, you can want to if you want to sit by and just watch what it is that we're doing today, and we're reading. We're covering about the January 6th, 2025. I can read it, and you can just like sit by and watch. What do you say today? Would you like that? Okay. Alright, so I just want to further explain the conversation that was just having. I was having it in my head on my right ear, clairaudient. So there was just the spirit who came through. This person was actually human. They were astral projection. Somehow they got in contact with me, and she had a political sci-fi major, and she said she had a lot of experience in this, but obviously she is human and she's not of the spiritual realm, and she's just gonna be on standby just watching. So if you see her in the background, particularly here, she's wearing like a pink jacket or a pink dress. Well, not pink, I mean purple, like a lavender color. Anyway, yeah, she's gonna be hanging out with us for like the minute. She's not gonna do anything, so don't worry. I'm gonna actually ask my guys to help me, cause just in case. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me, are you here with me? Okay, they're here with me. It's not her, so you don't have to worry. But she's in the background, she's just gonna be shadowing. Okay, so we have here, this is actually the first time it's ever happened on the video, like any video. Alright, anyway, we have the Strength card in reverse. This is the first card that comes out significantly for January 6th. The Strength card. The presidency of the Strength of the presidency reverse. I'm hearing the word illegitimate being screamed, like someone's screaming illegitimate. Like, I've seen like people like being held back crying, being told that it's illegitimate, and like there's obviously a lot of frustration here. I'm seeing like this woman in particular is crying and she's like screaming and she's like this. And she's going like this. And she's screaming and she is near the gate and she's trying to shake, like almost like when somebody sees somebody who died, someone that they love and know, in like a TV show or something, and they're going up to the gate, being horrendously crying and bawling their eye out, they're just shaking the gate, not really thinking clearly, they're thinking in their emotion. It feels like that. If that's what the energy feels like, it feels like there is a lot of tense emotion today that's going to be happening. It was followed by the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is that power, right? They feel like the people, as each congressman and congresswoman certify their votes for their states, the people, whoever is feeling these emotions, start to feel weakened, like they feel like they lost, like this is that, like I just feel weakened by it. What I mean, that's what the Ace of Wands here in reverse means. Like these people are losing their power every time a congressman or a congresswoman certify the votes. They feel weakened by them doing so. There's a lack of energy here, a lack of structure, if you know what I mean. Like it almost feels like the structure is about to collapse. Could we have here? We have a 10 Pentacles reverse. I'm hearing there's an explosion. That doesn't mean it has to be physical. It could be, like, it could be mental, it could be like, it could be emotional, it could be emotional outbursts, right? Explosion doesn't always have to be like physical, right? And there's no reason to be alarmed, there's no reason to be scared or anything like that. Just be prepared mentally, right? The purpose of being in a spiritual continuum and the thing that we do here on the channel is to alert you of what may come and to just be prepared and be mindful of what you expect, right? That is the purpose of interacting with the spiritual realm and interacting with your own intuition, because you kind of get the edge, you get the ability to know what may come before you. If you're not able to handle the information and things that are about to come for you, you should not be watching videos on YouTube about tarot card reading or astrology, because you cannot handle the simple notion that things like the future is uncontrollable, and that, like, you need to be more prepared and more equipped for what may come, right? That is why you need to be able to be very careful, and I feel like that is going to be very significant for some of you guys. I feel like that's going to resonate. I'm just telling you to be prepared, that's all. And if you need help or anything like that, you can always follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group, and I'm always happy to help you. And if I'm unavailable, there's many great people within our community here on YouTube who will be willing to help you. So we do have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Again, guys, we've all been with us for a while now. We all know the Nine of Pentacles card keeps showing up in every single feed, and I don't know why. The Nine of Pentacles card keeps showing up, and it just makes you drive me crazy because I just can't decode it. Like, I almost feel like it's encrypted or it's clearance information I'm not supposed to know, right? I'm here. I'm listening. Hold on. Okay, go ahead. What do you think What do you think the Nine of Pentacles is? Okay, so I'm hearing it's very weird interpretation, but thank you, Nadia. She said that she might think that this might have to do with the Statue of Liberty, or it has to do with the what to call it. She said in particular Mother Teresa. I know nothing about her except that she's a mother and her name is Teresa, and that she wears black and white and she's a nun. That's as much as I know about Mother Teresa. I know nothing about her. I just know that she's somehow related to the Pope. Oh, you know what? That could be that. That makes a lot more sense now. That makes more sense. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so regarding about January 6th and the things that may be coming out on January 6th, this is what we're gonna see, kind of like out in the open. It feels like it's just a card that we're gonna expect out in the open. So we have here, we have this Trump card reversed revolving around this presidency reversed, which is the strength or the lack of strength for the certification, but it tries and goes through. People are uproaring, getting upset, the high emotion, high tense intensity here. When we have the Ace of Wands, which is like the transfer of power. People are going to be freaking out a little bit. And as they try to transfer these votes, not only do the people lose power, but so do the representatives. Like, they give up their power as well. Like, there's almost like every vote that certifies, they relinquish their power and it diminishes to almost basically nothing. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, and the Ten of Pentacles here is telling me that here is the end of an era. It's an end of an era here, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, which is reversed, which is talking about the Pope. So there's an end of an era of the spiritual genuinity within the realm of what they call government. I don't know exactly what that means, and we're going to find it out later today. But we do have here, it is followed by the Two of Cups, which means loss. But it's reversed, it's not everything is all loss, right? Because it does say in divine timing. We're talking about the emotional, the high strung energy, right? Intensity, right? This was supposed to happen. Like, they were meant to go through this process and realize, oh, we just lost our power in some way. We do have it is followed by the Nine of Swords here. With the Nine of Swords is like sleepless nights, or waking up realizing that there's nothing else to go for. There's nothing else to live for, right? And I'm not saying this is for the people, now this is talking about the congressmen, the congresswomen. So don't be scared. Just everything will be okay. Don't worry. We'll be okay. And we have the Queen of Swords. Right? And the Queen of Swords is that mental aspect, right? There's also the card that representing Vice President Harris. Right? But in this aspect here, talking about the Airy card. Being above all and knowing that all can and will be. And what is and can and will be, spirits and angels, on January 6, 2025. What is and all and can will be. Can you explain what that is? Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. I accidentally hit the cards too hard. They were like, ow. Ooh. Okay. Karma. Okay, so we have the thievery card reversed, what all and can and will be. We have the thievery reverse with the King of Pentacles, which is 45, right? And then the Hangman reverse. Now the Hangman reverse is normally the card that I got on January 6th when regard to the energies and the negative energies revolving around January 6th. And that normally indicated of oh, gotta be careful with the wording here. Well, you know what happened on the January 6th, right? We all know what happened, right? That's what I'm gonna go with. We all know what happened. And that is why that card comes in. Now, why is that card significant? Because when it's in this tarot deck here, which is the United States of Tarot created by Alina Lee McCune, in her deck here with the Hangman reverse, it showed a JFK assassination. I'm not saying anything gonna happen to Trump. That's not what I'm saying here. What I am saying is that exact card, gave me the right indication of something major was happening on January 6th. What I'm doing is I'm further clarifying the reading by using the same tarot deck in which I used before and see if maybe things and energy have changed for today, revolving around the Hanged Man. So Spirit Angel, tell me a little bit more about January 6th for today. What can we expect coming out of January 6th for today? Today, January 6th, 2025. We have here, we have the 8 of Wands reverse. Is this correct placement? Correct placement. We have James Comey, the Moon. Tell me more what's going on in January 6th. Definitely something is hidden. Something is definitely hidden going on here. Is this the card to pull out? Okay. Tell me, Spirits and Angels, about January 6th. So tell me to flip it. What is going on in January 6th, 2025? What is going on January 6th, 2025 regarding the electoral certification of the results? Break it. Okay, they told me to break it. Okay. They told me to break it again. They told me to take this card. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Tear down that wall, Mr. Gorbachev. Right? This is Ronald Reagan. It's the end of the Ronald Reagan era, the end of the Republican era of the Reaganites. We have here the Sun card, right? The child running. But it's a sun, right? But the child kind of has like a sense of fear in them. They're running away from the water because they're scared of what's in the water. Remember when I said in the past, like in the past readings, how water is very significant because water is a shape-shifted element. It can be very calm, it can be very soothing, but it can also be a very destructive force. But it's also a shapeshifter element that can be transforming energy and frequencies and be able to transmit certain information and act as a portal or a mirror. And it's truly one of the extraordinary elements of planet Earth. And water is very shown here. That means this is being afraid of the destructive element, but also the positive element of water, which is a shapeshifter. Which is the element of Earth running away from what can be changed or what can be altered. Top of the card here is the King of Cups. And this is none other than George H.W. Bush Jr. for the Twin Tower, right? The King Cup. Which makes sense because we have Ronald Reagan, who was alive during the time of the Twin Towers, and who had his presidential term around the time of the Twin Towers. And then it's followed by the Tower card, which had not yet fallen, and it had George Bush. Which means that there will be two towers that are going to fall. What tower is this? It's going to be the Four of Wands, which is the White House card. But this is also the Biden card. But look, remember how we said that the birdie always in every video, everything that we do here, that the birdie, the little whisper? There's a little birdie here. Yeah, Biden might be ending his term as president. But there's also two major tower moments for the White House. And two cards just came out together. We have the Ten of Wands reverse, which is the immigration, right? Immigration. But it's also talking about the King of Wands as well, which is also that conservative card, right? That conservative Republican card, which is being represented here as Bill Clinton with the eagle, the American eagle, the White House in the background. We have the deer. These two cards are reversed here, and this is very significant because it's talking about the two major tower card moments. And one of the major tower card moments is the conservative being in the White House, but it being reversed, which means empty or vacant. And then we have the Ten of Wands here, which means labor or immigration, right? Movement. There's some movement here that's going to take place. These are the two tower card moments yet to happen within the White House. Now, what else is coming? We have Judgment. This is the Judgment card, breaking free, but something being changed instead, not breaking free, not being free, right? And then it's being followed by the Ace of Cups, again, the bird being set free, but the bird right now, that little bird that's flying, is right now in the cage. But when that happens, it will be revealed in due time. Now, going back to the two cards that I pulled previously, which is this card would fall in between the presidency, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Cups reverse. It's being followed by the Moon card. The Moon. Now, if you have not watched my video yet regarding the lightning strike in the U.S. Capitol, the Washington Monument, and New York City, along with the attacks in Nevada and New Orleans in Louisiana, I highly recommend you go check that video out because it has the Washington Monument in the background here. And when you look at the Washington Monument on the left side, which means there's a lightning bolt coming in the Washington Monument. And here you have James Comey walking in with this letter. Now, what's also significant as well, we have the wolf. Right, we did a video on the wolf moon, with the inauguration date for Vice President Harris. We talked about that. And it's getting closer and closer to that date. Let me see when, in particular, the wolf moon starts. When does the wolf moon start? The 2025 wolf moon will occur on January 13th with peak illumination at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The first quarter of this wolf moon begins today, actually. It begins today at 6:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That makes a lot of sense because it says here, the first quarter of the moon on January 6th, 6:56 p.m. The full moon starts on January 13th at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The last quarter of the moon cycle, which will start on January 21st, 3:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, when the president has been sworn in. Then the next phase, which is the new moon for it, which will begin on January 29th at 7:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, interesting, right? Interesting that the wolf card comes in here, right? Now, what's also interesting as well is we have this card, which is represented by the Eight of Wands, which is like the world card, otherworldly event, otherworldly thing, right? We have the moon here, right? The moon is that emotional pole. We talked about the emotions, right? The intensity of the emotions being in this particular reading. Right, the emotion is strong here. We have the Eight of Wands. And this is somebody who had left planet Earth, but they have not actually left planet Earth. So why is this significant? Why is the Eight of Wands coming through in this particular reading? Well, the Eight of Wands in this particular card is talking about, I'm hearing Armstrong. Like Arnold Armstrong. I don't know who that is. I think that might be the guy who was an astronaut on Apollo 13, if I'm correct. Don't really know. Correct me in the comment section below. But the reason why it comes up is telling me to tell you guys that you need to be prepared, be suited up. It's saying what they're telling me to suit up. Stand your ground, suit up. Because a lot's about to go down. That's all I'm getting. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Spirit? Thank you. You told me I did a good job. That's just on them. You guys make that determination yourself. Anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Let me know in the comment section below what you do think of today's video and whether you agree or disagree. I know that a lot of big things are happening. I do apologize that the video was made late, but nonetheless, at least it came out. It was out there. So anyway, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys very soon. Until then, peace out. Love you.